Hello, everyone, and I'm very sorry for the unexpected problems that we just had. Let's say there was a little problem updating a software and everything just stopped working because of that. And I'm missing a piece of paper. Nice, cool, awesome. It's where the initiative for everyone is, so hold on, I'll be back. Okay. So everyone is playing on their phone? Alright. Mine? Alright. Your volumes aren't working? Just mine. What is this? Alright.
I can see my lips moving, so for all you lip readers out there, you're doing great.
And this should solve that problem. So in a few seconds, the volume should be there for everyone. So, can anyone talk? Just make sure that...
La da dee, la da da. German,
everybody.
German.
Everybody harmonize.
Yeah, that's working now.
Yeah, it's working.
I'm getting a huge lag for everyone's voice, however. So I don't know how it's going to be for the stream. So for
There's
those...
no lag on stream right now.
Alright, it's just me with OBS. I'm getting a really, at least 2-second delay between what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing you talk.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Well, we're just gonna hope that it's not gonna be something of a problem for the stream. Alright. Now, I think I have everything I need to start. Campaign, and I have everyone right here. Alright. Well, that was something. Alright, so we are very sorry for every problem that you've just witnessed. It's unfortunately what happens when you update something and it doesn't actually update itself. You have to force it. So, for all of you who have been patient enough to wait until we've settled all of this, welcome everyone. Welcome to Draken Memorial. For those of you joining us for the first time, well, we're very sorry. It's not a very good first impression. For the rest of you, welcome back. And, well, let's hope that the rest of the stream will not have too many problems. So, last episode. For those of you who find that this is maybe a bit too long, 2 weeks, here's a small recap. A few days ago, the adventurer heard a rumor that goblins were causing problem in a small town, small village actually, and they quickly made their way to wherever they thought that the problem was. However, they just kept on trekking along because apparently the rumor had traveled a little bit. When they finally managed to get to the village where the problem was, they heard conflicting rumors. Some believed that it was an elemental, but the druid of the party, Valtteri, identified that it was most likely weapons. And it supported the theory that it was actually goblins causing the problems. So, they hurried up in the nearby forest to try and solve the problem, whether it would be elemental or goblins. They managed to almost get lost in the forest. Started to argue about where they should go. And eventually they found clues that there was actually an elemental involved, but couldn't find it. So they decided to go back to the village, knowing that it would probably be under attack again by the goblins, which it was. And for the first time, Valtteri showed off what her new abilities as a druid of the Twin Moon were, attacking the goblins with a large, fierce wolf, which she had transformed as this homebrew subclass is very similar to the druid of the moon, as in it is based around shapeshifting. They managed to beat the goblins. They learned that the goblins were actually collecting blood using daggers. They all went back to the town, to the village, and they deliberated on whether they should keep on going and leave the village to its own, or take a few more days and hunt for the goblins. After a few discussions, which ended in one party member feeling a little bit ganged up on, they all decided that it was a good idea to settle the problem once and for all, and they left for the forest. Once in the forest, they actually met the elemental, which they had been hunting for since the beginning, in a very lucky maneuver. They all decided to rest at the edge of the wood where the elemental spent dusk and dawn. So they learned more about the goblin that were actually following the orders of the hunter god. And they all decided that it was a good idea to actually finish this, because the hunter god has been a problem for them almost ever since they started this adventure. They followed the elemental, who took them near where the goblin burrow was. They all prepared for the attack. Valtteri went in a little bit of hunting to calm her nerves. And they finally reconvened in front of the goblin burrow, decided on a plan to attack, started their attack, but audience realized that the stealth option wasn't gonna work because he was just making too much noise. And so they all launched themselves as best as they could directly into the melee inside the burrow, and this is where we left off. The initiatives had already been drawn, and I've been spending a little bit of time during the break to do my best to draw a map of this using things that I received as Christmas presents. So I'm very sorry, this is the first time I'm doing this. It is not very elaborate and it is small, so for those of you watching us on a phone, I am so very sorry. And here you should have what the burrow looks like. I'm gonna use the same image for myself in very large format. All right. So, as you all rush inside this burrow, you find yourself inside a poorly lit room. It is not very wide, and because you've been spending so much time preparing, the goblins inside actually had time to prepare. And they put together a small makeshift defense using broken crates, broken barrels, and mostly destroyed carts, which they all placed in a U shape in the center of the room, and they're all behind this barricade watching you come in. So, the initiative withdrawn was... I hope I'm not causing a reverberation. I've just heard something while I was moving. Oh, and for those of you who might be wondering once every so often if I wince, it's because I had a pretty bad leg injury, and every time I try to move, it hurts. So it's not because of one of the players doing something that I'm not liking. It's just because I hurt. Alright, so the first one with initiative was... oh, okay, right. Tao, yes. 21. I was mixing Tao and Tobiyashi because one is TO and one is TU. So... Alright, so it's Tao, the first one to act.
Alright, so they're up in the F row or so behind the barricades there.
They're all around the barricades, so it's hard to see because it's a poorly lit room. But they're everywhere around the barricades. So yes, F, also E and D.
Okay. And how much distance is each of these squares?
5 feet.
Just for reference. 5 feet.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Small room.
Yes, it is.
Right. Okay.
20. Yes.
So as you are right now, Tao, since he is the first one, because there is a little gap between the entrance and all, you are all right now just, well, I'd say minus A. That's where everyone is right now. There's about 10 feet just before this map is starting. This is the entrance, and this is where everyone is right now. So you are just about to enter this.
Alright. Alright. Well, I guess Tao, I will send him just straight through since he's got like 60 feet of movement. And just use the help action on somebody who's like in the middle there, like in E or F5, whatever he gets in contact with. But then he's going to continue on through and up until like H8, because I think that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. That's like 50 feet of his movement there, so... But I'm not going to connect with him or anything. He's just going to fly through and just give us help action on the way through to whoever hits.
All right.
One in E or F5, somewhere around there.
Well, since he is the first one to enter and swooping in, the goblins... This is what I forgot, to get the goblins back in my... Monster manual. Alright, here you go. Goblins. Fortunately, they are not hard to find.
Yeah. He's going to be flying pretty much directly over him, so I'm pretty sure he'll see somebody.
Yeah, he'll see everyone. I believe he has advantage on perception.
On any perception checks.
For hearing and seeing.
Hearing or... sight or hearing, yeah.
Right.
Going to roll one as he flies through, or...
Are you looking through his eyes right now?
No, I just tell them to find an enemy and distract them.
What would be his passive perception?
13, I think. I got them on my extras here. Passive. Yeah, passive is 13.
Okay. Yeah, he can fairly easily see where everyone is because he's flying from the top and going straight to the rear. So he would know that there is one. There's almost one behind every single crate there is. So the equivalent of D2, E3, F4, 5, and 6. E7 and D8.
Okay.
They really place themselves in a U shape. And since their initiative was so much better than all of yours...
I thought Toby was really good.
Sorry?
I thought Toby was one of those who had a really good
Actually,
roll.
yes.
Yeah.
Tao did beat their initiative, so he enters the burrow without getting fired on.
Yeah, I know Talon's first, and nobody gets any attack of opportunities as he flies by. So
Now I'm pretty sure I'm gonna end up taking all the attacks,
yeah,
which is kind of what
Your
we want
initiative
anyways.
is
Yeah.
very low, so it really depends on what everyone else will do.
Oh,
So you were
true.
saying-
Because it's not attacks.
Yeah.
There was
Yeah.
one in...
So the second one to attack is Tobiyashi.
Okay, I have a
Yes.
question. So there's someone in D8, right?
You don't know where everyone is. Tao knows where
Oh,
Yeah,
everyone
the only
well,
one
he
that
didn't tell
does
me.
is Tao, and I didn't
Oh.
connect, so I can't say
okay.
anything.
So everybody is... I don't know where. They're ambushing. Okay, so...
You
Let's see.
remember from last time that Valtteri did say that they were waiting for you in a U shape inside. That's all you know.
Okay.
Tao can communicate mentally with me. I don't have to see through his eyes. So does he communicate anything back to me as
And we
far
knew
as
there
an
were-
image of what he's seen?
And we knew there was sight the last time we checked. Is that
When I
what-
snuck in there.
yeah,
Yes.
is that what information we had?
Yes, Tobiyashi, you did sneak in there, so you would see something that you didn't communicate with everyone else. When you entered there the first time, there was a light source. Now it is gone, so the entire burrow is in dim light.
Okay.
Oh boy.
That's always good.
So I'm again the only one who can see.
Well,
Alright.
you're the only one who can make attack without disadvantage.
Great.
It's called spells.
No, actually, they just took out the few light source that they have. Goblins have dark vision, after all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's called spells. We need someone to cast like light on the room or
Alright, so
something.
Tobiyashi, yes, you remember that you could see 7 of them, and this is what you communicated. However, now you can barely see inside. It is it is poorly lit, so dim light everywhere.
So we're outside of the door right now, right?
Yes, right now I am letting you choose between A4 and A5.
Okay,
So really at the bottom.
Yeah, I'll be A5. So I'll tell everyone that it's a little bit darker than it was when I was here last time. So
So are you yelling that as you
now
enter?
I'm gonna whisper it back to them.
All right. Well, it doesn't seem like. All right. Okay. I still have your stealth roll
Yes.
here. I believe it was 26.
Yes.
Oh. And since you're in,
You want to just go scout up the hall and see what's ahead after we kill
Let me
these
just-
guys? Just
Yeah.
sneak on by here.
So am I still in stealth at this moment?
Yes, you
Should
didn't. You didn't leave. However, you did just talk. So technically,
Roll it again.
you could. Yes, you would have just broken your stealth. If you talk, if you relay information, you're not gonna be able to attack if you make another stealth roll. This is an action making a roll.
Okay.
Should we
Oh my
roll
gosh.
perception if he does talk to see if we hear him?
One sec. I gotta switch the side of my D&D thing.
Well, it
Detecting
depends. All right. It depends. Tobiyashi, are you speaking this at a volume that you are sure that your entire party understood, or are you really just barely whispering it?
Whispering it to the people who are closest can hear it.
All right. Well, that means, if I remember correctly, the marching order was audience, Valtteri, Tobiyashi,
Trevor would definitely be in the back for sure.
Trevor at the back. So
Okay.
probably Trevor, you would have trouble understanding this. Audience, you'd be right next to Tobiyashi. And Valtteri, you
Okay.
already,
So I hear him.
because you are currently in wolf form, you have advantage on perception roll involving hearing and smelling. So you have a really high passive perception, so you would hear Tobiyashi speak.
Yay.
So
Okay.
what exactly do you relay? You only have 6 seconds. You're in combat.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just say, it's darker than in here. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right. So do you take a chance
And
and
then-
keep going? Or
Yeah,
do
I'm
you
gonna
stealth again.
I'm gonna make a stealth again. I'm gonna stealth again, and can I move after I stealth?
Can you what?
Move after I stealth. Yeah.
Yes, you can still move. You just can't take
Okay.
any actions.
What did I do?
All right, stealth roll. 16.
16 total?
Yeah, 16 total.
All right.
No.
All right, so you just entered inside to get this. So are you at A4 or A5?
A5.
A5, so you're on the right. All right, so because you said that, actually 2 goblins managed to hear you. And since they have the exact same initiative, they fire on you.
On me. Do they see
Yes.
anybody else? They just know it's me.
Well, actually, because you're the first one to enter, they're the first one. You're the first one that they see,
Okay.
and only 2 of them perceived you. So they're firing on you. The other ones, I'm not telling right now.
Okay.
Both of them rolled a natural 3. So yeah, this is.
Yeah.
You hear the arrows just whiz by your ears. And you know you're
can I
being
move?
fired. Yes, you can still move.
I'm gonna hide behind. Well, no, I can't hide behind anything. I'm gonna move to.
Okay, hide behind audience.
Yeah,
Can
I'm gonna
work.
walk from A5 through B5 to 6. Yeah. I'm gonna just go around that corner, and then go to that crate, like behind it. Well, in the front of it, because behind it would be where they're at.
You want to go to where one of the crate is? This is where the goblins are, the crates. They're
Yeah,
just behind
C7.
them. So,
But-
okay, in front of the crate, not behind
Yeah,
it.
in front of it. Yeah, in front of it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Just opposite sides so they can just start
Yeah.
running in circles around it, you know.
All right.
Just gonna run over there real quick.
Oh, all right.
Close the gap.
Well,
That's
there's-
it, man.
Yeah, I mean, someone's gonna have to take it.
Well, since you moved that much, other goblins actually sees you.
Let's go. Let's go.
4 more goblins pick up your arrival. One of them shoots at you with a 7.
Nope.
One with a 13.
No.
Another one with an 8.
No.
The last one.
Damn, I don't think any of those would even hit Trevor.
The last one, however, is a 21.
Oh yeah, that hit.
I think that would hit any of us. That would hit me.
Yeah.
I'm all doing a graceful dance over here, dodging the arrows.
Yes, you actually managed to dodge 5 arrows. 5 arrows in total, so it almost looks like breakdancing.
Not bad.
Hopping and locking it, and then all of a sudden I get shot in the chest. Oh, okay, I gotta take a second.
Oh yes, and the last one is actually quite a painful one. So you dodge, Bob Weave, let's go. You're feeling confident, and sloom, you feel one just hit you on the shoulder for 8 hit points. Sorry.
Ooh,
Spicy.
okay.
Maximum damage.
That was pretty spicy.
So, and just as
I
you
respect
finish
that.
your last move, you get up, and you didn't see the last one come in, and
I want to think that last goblin just waited till all the others were just watching the whole thing, just shaking his head. It was just like, all right.
My turn.
You show you how to do it.
All right, and then yeah, I guess that's the end of my turn, unless I could stealth again. I'm seen.
yes, you have clearly been seen. Well, one of them didn't see you.
Oh, that's good.
You know, he rolled
I'd be.
He rolled a 5. Perception. He rolled a 5 to try and perceive you. So yeah, one of them, he saw all of his goblin friend firing. He just kept there with his bow. Where is it? Come on, man.
He's just stoned out of his mind. It's just like, what?
All I'm
So
seeing
I'm
is a
just-
blur.
I'm just gonna duck and cover in front of the crate as of now.
All right. So you're placing yourself almost point blank range to to 2 of the goblins. That's cool. Nothing
Be
bad
fine.
can happen from this.
I have cover.
Yeah. The second next one is Valtteri with a 17.
Yes. Do you remember what wolf I took for this?
Yes. Yeah, I do remember. It
Okay.
is the black one. I believe it is the new moon.
Yes, that's the name. Okay. So
Rotting.
So I have an even better dark vision. I think it was that one.
It's a blind sense.
Oh, that was that
A
one. Okay.
blind sense for 30 feet. So right now,
Yes.
as you're entering, I'm letting you choose between A4 and A5.
I probably take a 4.
All right. So from where you are, because of your blind sense, you can hear them all moving about in the room. So you know that there are 7 of them in a U shape in front of you.
Okay. Where about is the one on the far left? Like the one who starts at the left?
D2.
D2. Okay. And I can go 50 feet.
If you want to get over the crates, it is considered difficult terrains.
Mm.
So for moving over this, it's going to be 10 feet instead of 5.
Okay, that's 10, 20, 30. I still reach him.
All right.
What?
So
Can you try and vault them to not take the 10 feet? Just for future reference.
Can you distract the ones that are on me?
well, actually, one of them never saw Tobiyashi enter, but he does see you, and he still has his arrow prepared. So Valtteri, he's gonna fire on you.
Nice.
Just as you enter, and it is a 13.
13 is my armor class.
Then you are hit by an arrow. So as you enter, an arrow just grazes you with 3 points of damage.
Oh, cute.
You just feel it just nips the side of your ear. Ah!
Okay. Well, as I said, I will go to the other dude.
Alright. So you pounce on him from behind the crate and you attack. Make your attack
Yes.
roll.
Okay. 17.
17 does hit.
Okay, and then I need 1d10. God damn it, where's my d10 again? Are you did? Yes, you are. 7 plus 5 is 12.
You kill him very easily. You pounce on him, you bite him down, shake him up like a rag doll, and he is not moving. The necrotic energy of your attack forcing him to curl up like a dead spider. And
I'm now on d2, right?
yes.
Eat him. Eat.
Okay, so it's 10, 20, 30, 35.
There is one on E3, so if you want to get through that square, it's considered occupied terrain.
Well, I can take a second time.
You can attack a second time.
No, I can't.
Yeah.
That's my problem. Can I, because I still have 15 movement left, go back to C3 and kind of take the cover of the crate stuff?
Yeah.
Towards the dude on E3.
Yeah, you just attacked him, and all right. Yes, yes, he does get an attack of opportunity on you as you are leaving.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and it is a 15.
Yeah, that hits.
And it does hit. So just as you jump over the crates, the goblin takes his scimitar and slash at you for a 5 hit points of damage.
Okay. I love being a tanky version of myself.
All right. Are you doing anything else?
Can I do anything else? That is the
Well,
question.
technically, you still have a bonus action. You still have a reaction. I don't know. Maybe there's something you can.
I can talk.
You
So,
can.
Blah, blah, blah.
You can howl.
Everybody else in the party is more of a tank than me, so better any of you than me. So
and I
We have the same hit points. No,
yeah, but you got a lot higher IC though.
can I sense anything else more in the back except the goblins, just in case.
Inside
if
this
that
room
there's-
right now, you are not sensing anything else.
Okay.
No, you're not sensing anything else from your blind sight, with the exception of Tobiyashi doing the breakdance and avoiding almost every arrow except one.
I'm getting impaled.
Okay. Then I don't think I can do anything
All right.
else.
Somebody help me.
All right, and we have audience and Trevor at the same time.
I would go first then, because I think I have +3 initiative, and he is +2.
+1, yeah.
Oh, plus
Well,
yeah.
if we
Okay.
rolled the same, what's your dex mod then? If we
Yeah,
rolled
no,
the
that's
same?
what I mean. I have +3. That's why.
Oh, okay.
Sorry,
yeah,
I
I'm
meant.
+1. So
yeah.
so you're first for sure.
All right.
Damn, now my cover's gonna run away from me.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna wait.
He's running right in.
Yeah.
I'm going. Where? So I guess I'll sprint into the room,
All right.
full charge.
Woo!
Yep. I don't see anything that clear because it's dark.
It's,
But I
You should have let me go first.
it's
Well-
dim light, but
Yeah.
because a round is a turn is 6 second total. So as you rush in, Tobiyashi didn't go 6 seconds before you. He went a fraction of a second
Yeah.
before you.
Okay.
So you rush in and you see Tobiyashi finishing his breakdancing move, and you see Valtteri jumping over the barrel and taking a slash from the goblin as you enter.
All right. I'll go attack the goblin that slashed her.
All right.
Disadvantage.
So it is
Because I don't.
Yeah, so you're moving up to D4 or literally moving over the crates and in his face?
Over the crates in his face, full movement. That's where I'm ending my turn.
All right, in the straight line?
Let's see. So let's see. So 5, 10, 15, 20.
So right now you're at D4,
Wait.
Is that it?
Okay. D4, and then you said there was one at E3?
There's one at E3, and there, which is the one that just slashed Valtteri as she jumped. And there's also one on F4.
And F4. Okay. Yeah, I'll go attack the one on E3, which will be my full movement.
All right.
Which just slashed Valtteri.
All right. Go ahead, attack.
Thank you.
With disadvantage.
Yes, I believe attacking in dim light does
That
help.
was really stupid of me.
No,
Not how I rolled my dice there, so that it went off the desk behind my desk and now is like disappeared, so I can't actually have to go find it.
No, so yeah, but sorry, dim light doesn't improve. It doesn't. Can I manage to say this? Dim light doesn't impose disadvantage on melee attack.
Oh, cool.
Because you can see
Because
them
you're
when
right next to
in front
it.
of you.
It's
Yeah, you're point blank, you know.
I rolled a 17 plus something, so I
So
think
yeah,
it
it's pretty
hits.
sure you hit.
I also got to see what was behind my desk. Okay,
Cool. Find
so
anything
then I
interesting?
need to roll 8d8.
Anything run away from you while you was back there?
No. So I do. So I do 7 points of damage to it.
That is enough. You just cleave into him, and that's all he can take. So you hear him and fall to the
Cool.
ground.
All right, I kill it. I'm done. That's my turn.
All right, Trevor, as you enter, you see Tobiashi finishing his breakdancing move, audience jumping over the barrels and murdering a goblin, and Valtteri jumping back toward you, actually, after taking a slash.
All right. Trevor just walk in and say, "Holy shit, it's dark. I can't see shit." And he'll cast light right at the let me see, E5, like whatever the biggest crate there is, and
Oh, goodness.
no concentration for an hour. It sheds bright light for 20 feet and
All
dim
right.
light for an additional 20 feet. So it lights up the whole room
Yes,
pretty
it
much.
lights the entire room, and you can all very easily see everything. So, as I've said, there is a goblin behind D8, E7, F6, 5, and 4, and there is a goblin corpse at D2 and E3.
All right. What square was Val in? Is there enough room for me to get cover behind her somewhere? Since audience ran way away.
I'm at C3.
yes.
So
No, there's really not a lot to do, not a lot of place you can hide, because she is in a corner herself. So yeah, you could always try and hide behind Tobiashi, who is in C7.
Okay, I'll do that then. Let me see. So yeah, I guess I'll go to B7 then. You know, at least put a body in between them and me the best I can.
All right.
I take an arrow for you. I'm just no.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was going to be another question. Yeah, since we were running in, I can't remember if I stated it last time, but could I retroactively cast like mage armor before we came in, since I knew we were coming in?
Yes,
I can't remember if I said it or not.
I believe you did cast it when you were around the campfire.
Okay,
so.
I just didn't. Okay, I didn't mark the spell off then. Okay, that's all I wanted to know. Okay, so I'm 13 for now then. So.
All right, so we go back to the top of the initiative. However, Valtteri,
yes.
as you've just finished this impressive move, you can feel something strange inside of you. This torrent of power that you always feel when you're using your abilities, when you're casting. It is always strong, balanced, a little bit of it is starting to dim. It fades slightly. And within the next moment, you feel another power coming in. At first it feels stronger, but you also feel it becoming almost brutal, violent. And it has a different feel than what you're used to. And you hear this voice inside your head saying, I can give you more.
Oh, shit.
Do you want more
Like a
power?
Remember, she was already pissed off before this. I can feel your rage, your anger.
Yeah. Well, it was just directed at Trevor, so maybe maybe she wants more power just to
Yeah,
keep it off
to
his
put
ass
you
or
back
something.
into
I don't know.
context, Valtteri, you did enter this enraged because
Yes.
Trevor...
Yeah, being his asshole self doesn't have a filter and know when's a good time
And
to
so
talk
you
about
just
shit.
entered and pounced on the goblin, killed it with necrotic energy, and now you're feeling this surge of energy and you're hearing this voice inside your head with this different power seeping in from what you're used to, and it is just proposing more power. All you have to do is give in. I will help you.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Better her than the wizard.
And we start the
both.
initiative again. So the first one is Tao.
Okay.
Tao is currently at F4, I believe, or G5.
No, he flew all the way up to like H8. That was like his full movement
right.
all the way up the hall. Yeah.
So he's
Actually, he still had 10 feet past that, but I just stopped him there, I guess.
well. I really don't mind. I have the rest of the map drawn here.
Okay. Well,
Do you want to know what he sees?
I will say yeah, sure. Yeah, go ahead. Tell him to send me an image of everything, and then he'll come back down and
All right. So
try
you
and
say
help where he can.
you say he still had 10 feet.
He still had
of
10
movement.
feet more movement, yeah. Because we
so
came in at
he
like
was-
A5.
He was able to move all the way down a corridor that keeps on going after H8. And he was able to go right to the point where the corridors open again into another room, but he wasn't able to enter the room.
Gotcha. Well, if that was his 60 feet of movement. He will come straight back in. Let me see. So before he comes back into the map, that would be 10 feet of his movement, right? Because he had 10 feet left.
Yeah.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Okay, it will swoop all the way through, make a diagonal cut. Is there one by Valtteri over there in the E and D area, you said?
No, there is a
the
corpse.
audience
D2,
Okay.
there is a corpse, and E3, there is a corpse.
Okay, I guess he will hit the one back at. I guess he'll circle around back to the one at Toby then, because wasn't there one at like E7 or something like that?
There is
or-
one at E7 and one at D8.
Okay. I guess he will assist, give the help action at the one at D8, and then he'll just start to circle back around towards like D2 and all that. So he'll wind up probably about the middle of the room somewhere. Well, let me see. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 10.
Well,
20,
to give the help
okay.
action, I believe he has to be next to whatever he's trying to help.
Yeah, I did a search on that. As long as he does the action in his movement, he can. I think I posted the tweet in the Discord or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, he could do it as part of his movement and continue on.
Okay.
That's the OP part. That's the OP part about his flyby without opportunity attacks.
Okay.
But we can roll it that way if you want to for now. I mean,
No, that's all right. For now, we'll go like this, and I'll just
20,
check it
25.
later and see if.
All right. I'll
But-
repost
yeah,
it
sure.
for you.
I believe you.
Yeah.
I believe you. There's no problem. All right.
20.
So as he passed by the D8, he harasses this one and just keeps on going. Is that it?
Yeah, let me see. I'm counting the space so I can tell you where he winds up. Let me see. It's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50.
Okay. So Tobiyashi, you're next. So
60,
start
so-
thinking.
yeah,
Okay.
he's starting to circle back around. He'll end up with his full 60 at like C5.
So, Tobiyashi, it's your turn. So, as you see Tao coming back, he harasses the goblin at D8, distracting him. So, you would have advantage to attack him if you want to.
Yeah, I'll go and attack him. Yeah, I'm just gonna do an unarmed strike. So, first I will take out my sword and slice him, and then finish it off with the sock to the face.
All right.
Okay, so first one. That's a natural one. And
You slash, and unfortunately,
Well,
you
you're
got
not
advantage though, so
You have advantage.
I don't.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, advantage
on
huh?
the first
Okay.
attack.
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah. Thank
Yeah, okay.
Tal. Yeah.
Thank you, Tal. I didn't want to hit him, so you know. Okay, that's way better. So that's 23.
Yes, that definitely hits.
And
There
then
you go.
second hit. Oh. That's a 22.
To hit or to damage?
Okay, yeah, to hit
Yes, it does hit.
for the second attack.
What was
Yeah,
the
okay.
damage of the first one?
The damage is. Oh wait, 1d6. Sorry, rolled the wrong cube. That's 6 points of damage
All right.
for the first one,
So you slash him,
and then for the second,
and he doesn't go down, but he looks very rough.
I sock him in the face, and that's 3 points of damage.
And that finishes it. So you slash him. He goes down on one knees, start wincing, a bit like me if I try to get up. And then just as he watches you with pleading eyes, you whack him and finish him.
I look at Tom like, thanks.
Alright, so the goblins go...
And,
yes.
Yeah, I'll move back behind the crate, or like to where I'm in position to where I'm in cover.
Well, yeah, well, where you were, because you attacked the one at D8, it's in diagonal, and the goblins did not make a solid defense. You didn't have anything between you and him, so you could attack him
Okay.
very easily. However, if you had
Alright.
wanted to attack the one at E7, you would have had to climb over the barricade.
Yeah. Okay.
So you got a little cover from where you're
Yeah.
at. So.
All right. Good.
So,
And I'll stay right there.
okay, so the goblins are seeing their forces diminishing very rapidly. And all right. One of them
How much weight can Tal carry?
one of them will try to attack Tao because he is being a pain in their ass.
Accurate.
Well, I rolled the 15, and that's not that's without any modifiers.
Yeah. Poof, he's gone.
So Tao poofs again.
Not
Right after I said good job.
Good job.
Just look
Well,
into his
I
eyes. You're
did what I could
you're
do.
like, good job. You see a poof. He's just like, yeah.
Yeah, I'll just look at the goblin that shot him, just like.
He's only got an AC of 11 and 1 HP, so yeah.
So
Right,
if
kill
you,
that
if you
goblin.
want to get revenge on this one, it's the one at F5 that just shot him.
Okay.
Okay.
leave the poor bird alone.
All right.
Please, great, yeah,
Another
wow.
one will All right, audience, are you at D4 or E?
I'm
right
at where
now.
I killed the goblins, so that would
You're
be-
still there? All right, so he's going to, well, try to hit you at this distance. Yeah, all right. It works.
Okay. E3.
Hey, with a natural 1.
Ooh, yeah.
So you see him.
That hits!
You see him just in front of you. He takes his arrow and shoots, and you just blink for a moment because you're sure it hit you, and when you open your eyes again, the arrow didn't hit.
But where did it go?
Yeah, no, don't worry. There's no one behind the audience, so...
He might have shot one of his allies
natural
or
one, it just
something.
probably fell off the bowstring at his feet. Like slipped.
He's probably just too nervous. Oh shit, everyone's dying. Oh goodness,
Yeah,
where did
he
my
just
arrow
shot
go?
it and it went and went right up into the ceiling.
All right, so we have 2 more. One of them is going to attack Tobiyashi with a 23.
Yeah, that hits. Oh no. Let's not get max, please.
And it hits again for 8 points of damage.
Oh my gosh.
Toby's getting bot.
I look up from Tao getting shot at the goblin, and I don't see the other
Oops, I believe
Oh,
you just...
he froze. Oh, there you go.
for
Okay.
1 point of.
Yeah,
I have 1 HP.
Tobiyashi, you froze. So you said, I look at Tao, and then your frame freezed.
Yeah, I look at Tao, and then I look at the goblin, and then I don't notice the other goblin trying to shoot me, so I get shot in the face, and I'm at 1 hit point.
Oof.
You should never say how high your HP is.
The last one,
I'll be fine.
Well, we
The
now know
last
it's
one-
17.
The last one decides to attack Trevor because he just lit up the room, and he attacks you with a 7.
No, don't even have to shield that one. So
So you
Like, audience is over here like, shoot me more. Stop shooting
leave everybody me. Come on, bring it on.
me.
So Trevor, you see this goblin shoot Tao down again, and you see one trying to hit audience, and you don't even see where the arrow goes. You see Tobiyashi take another hit. This one is really close to something vital. You see him wince in pain,
Just blood.
and as you see this, you watch the only goblin you didn't see fire, and he shoots, and the arrow goes really wide.
I are the ones shooting you, stormtroopers.
All right, then Valtteri, it's your turn.
Do I notice what is happening to Toby?
What is your passive perception? As a wolf.
Well, with hearing and smelling.
You can smell my blood.
Smell all the blood that he's losing.
It gives a +5. Having advantage gives a +5 to your passive roll.
I smell the blood.
Yes.
Like, I
Yeah, and I have an advantage on wisdom perception checks if it's hearing and smelling.
Yeah, that's what I said. It gives you a +5.
Okay.
So if you had, I don't know, 13, well, you get 18.
My passive perception normal is 16 as a wolf.
16, so you have 21. Yes. It is just in the limit of what you can perceive. You see Tobiyashi taking 2 arrows and almost going down. He's coughing blood and not well.
Bird. I
turns into a shark.
because of the voice in my head and because he says he has for me more power. Can I ask him if it would help me save my friends?
If you try
Before.
and start to talk, you're gonna miss your action.
Okay.
The only thing I could say would be, you could always try and just make a wisdom roll to get a better feel of what maybe this could be, what he's promising, what could be the consequences of that. But that's about as all I can give you. If you don't want to lose your action.
Yeah, I will do that.
All right.
That's a 15 plus 4 is 19.
19. That's pretty good. So, as you see Tobiyashi almost going down, you feel this panic of seeing one of your friends falling in combat. And just as you are about to maybe give in, you have a split-second moment where you're taken back to when you're listening to your father arguing, your adoptive father arguing with the other Dragonborn. And you can hear the other Dragonborn say, "You can't take her in. You know what she is. Do you really think she's going to be able to keep balance in a situation where she can't stop and think?" And you see your father just looking at him saying, "I will train her." And as you go back to the room where you are right now, you are taken to that moment where you felt that other energy seep in from what you normally have. And you can actually taste the brutality of this energy in your mouth. As if you were tasting human blood. So in other words, you can if you break the balance. But it is a brutal power that you're feeling. It is strong.
Yeah. I don't like
to
that.
the dark side.
I don't want to be a Sith Lord.
Come on, you always want to be a Sith Lord.
Yeah, Valtari doesn't want to be a Sith Lord. I'm not sure the player one doesn't want to be a Sith Lord.
Yeah,
Always want to be a Sith Lord.
I glad it's talking to the druid, not the wizard. Yeah.
I will resist it for now.
I'm a lich.
And the last one who attacked Toby was at E7, right?
Yeah.
So that would be 10, 20. Yeah, I can reach him. I will go to him and kill him.
Alright, you have enough movement that it is easy enough to do. So, go right ahead.
17 it is again.
And it hits.
Okay, and then I need to give 6 plus 5 is 11 plus the 3 is 14 damage.
14! You jump on him, and as you bite in him and you see the necrotic energy flow in his body, you see everything about this poor little goblin become aged and shriveled, and as you're shaking your head, he's being taken apart. You see an arm, a leg, his head fall off. You did twice the amount of damage that he has in hit point.
And can I, as a bonus action, kind of like stand in front of Toby as like a protective?
You'd have to climb on top of the crate if you want to do that.
Am I now on E7 or D6 as I was now after killing him?
Well, if you jumped to get in, yes, you could be at E7. Goblins are fairly small, and you did completely murderize him, so yes, you can be there.
And Toby is at D8, right?
Tobiyashi is at C7 right now. So there is, there actually is now one at F4, 5, and 6. Those are the only goblins left.
So it was 10, 20, 30. No, 10, 20, 25. When I was from D6 to E7, was it 10 movement or 5 movement?
No, it's 5 movement. Like I said, they hastily put this barricade in front, so it's not a solid wall. It's really just exactly where they are.
Then I go back to D6 because he is at C6. Yeah, and kind of like block it like that.
Right.
So he has more coverage
Yeah.
with me.
All right.
I'll look over at Val and be like, with the thumbs up.
All right. So the next one is Trevor and audience.
Audience first.
All right. I will go up to the next goblin. So that would be
The only 3 goblins left.
F4.
Yeah, all right.
F4. I
F4.
think.
So you
Yeah.
go at E3 and then.
Yeah, I'm at A3, then I go up to F4.
All right. Then attack.
But I'm not going to attack
Okay.
him. I'm going to grapple him.
Okay.
So I'm going to go for a grapple.
All right.
So that's strength. So that's going to be... So that's 16.
You beat his.
Can he beat
You beat
6?
his roll. He rolled an 8.
Okay. Okay. So I'm going to grapple him, and I'm going to kind of hold him in front of me as a meat shield with my hand across his throat, kind of choking him out at this moment.
All right. All right. It's easily doable. Yeah. So you grapple him and you take him close to you. Yeah. All right. So you place yourself so that he's in front of you, and you just try and choke him into being a meat shield. So, Trevor, unless you want to try and do something else, move or audience.
No, I'm gonna stay there.
All right,
Where I am.
Trevor. So you see audience take one and put him in front of him as a shield. There is only one left at F5 and one left at F6.
All right. Do I see a clear shot at F5, or do I need to move? I'm pretty much at like A4, A5 right now. A4, yeah. No.
No, actually, you were at B7 because you were hiding behind Tobias.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
No, because you're trying to fire at range. That's what the intent of the barricade was. So you'd be at half cover.
Let me see. And what square is audience in right now? Is he in
F4,
F4
yeah.
or is he?
What do you want to do? Cast fireball?
I don't have it yet, unfortunately. So.
But when he will, don't tempt him.
Yep. Don't poke the fireball.
Fireball. You see an old woman. Fireball.
Fireball. Scorching ray.
And
Firestorm.
Well, no, Toby's still in the C7, right?
Blade wall.
So right now, Valkyrie is at D6, Tobiashi is at C7, and audience is at F4. There is a goblin at F5 and 6.
All right. If I ran to, let's see, E3, would I be able to get a good shot on him by then without cover? Like peek around the crate since I'm kind of in line with him at that point?
I give you quarter cover because you're trying to still aim above the barricade at E4.
Like looking through a hole, you're just like...
Yeah. Would it be the same if I moved up to like F3 there
then you'd
and had audience blocking me?
Yeah, you'd have
Okay.
audience blocking you.
I'll take the quarter cover. I really want to kill F5 since he killed my freaking bird.
All right,
so,
go ahead.
All right. I'll shoot a firebolt at him.
If you don't, I'll
Well,
take
that's
the
a
arrow
14
and
plus
stab
6,
him.
so I'm pretty sure that hits.
Yeah.
That's a 20. So that's a D10.
Oh my gosh, you could take him out.
He could.
Hopefully. That is... Shit. I can turn around. I want to make sure... That's a 9. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was a 6 or a 9. It's a 9.
All right, that is enough. So you shoot your firebolt at him, and he takes it nose first, and then falls back, not moving.
Just say you killed my fucking bird. What is it with you guys with this fucking bird?
It's lunch.
Goblins just don't like birds.
Yeah, they don't like birds.
You know, it's lunch.
Like, wait, we're fighting these people. What is this doing in here?
Mhm.
What do you think Goblin eats? Lizard? Probably, but they also eat owls.
Anything they can find.
All
pretty
right.
much, yeah.
So we go back at the beginning of the initiative, and Valtteri, once again, you hear this voice inside your head saying, "This is it. You can always have more. You did such an impressive work with that goblin. Just give in. I can give you so much more."
I shall not become Darth Vader, no thanks.
All right. So,
And with the Republic.
beginning of the round, Tao is not there, so we go for Tobiyashi.
Hey, okay.
Talking of blood, Toby.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna. All right. So, let me pull up again.
So,
You got your potions.
Yeah.
so
Just
Got
make
my
sure you
potion.
grab the right
Yeah.
one and not the poison one.
Yeah, right. I have that in a separate bag. That's in my backpack.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I guess that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a greater healing potion.
all right, all right.
So 44 plus 4.
Yeah,
Automatically healing
Or-
you to full, pretty much.
Damn
depends
near.
on what he rolls.
Yeah.
Unless he rolls all ones, then
Unless
yeah.
he
it
rolls
should-
like all ones.
Yeah.
I got up to 15.
15, that's good.
Yep.
You know, nothing bad can happen. This year is a year that even if you roll at disadvantage, you succeed. It's 2020.
Indeed.
Oh yeah.
You stole that from me, you asshole.
No, actually, a friend of mine sent me a
Yeah.
happy 2020 New Year's gift, and it was 2d20, one side by side.
Yeah. Yeah. I posted that in chat too. Yes, 2020. So even if you're on
This
disadvantage,
is my
it's a
first
critical
D&D
success.
session of the new decade. So
Nice.
All right.
Yeah,
and-
same.
What else can I do after that? Use
You
my
can
action,
move.
right? Okay. I'm going to move to look at this. Real quick. I think I could do one.
My second one this year. Well, no, I didn't.
Well, since
I'm
I've been
gonna
preparing
move
things
up.
since the
Second.
new year, I've been doing Dungeons and Dragons nonstop for 2 weeks.
Can I move up to E7?
Yeah, it's gonna cost you a 10 feet of movement to go over D7, but yes, you can.
Yeah, I'll make that. And then, do I have a clear? No. Yeah, I was just gonna ask. Do I have a clear like shot on the goblin that's right there? I know I can't make an action, but I'm just asking.
Yes, you'd have a clear shot if you wanted to.
Okay. All right. Just wondering. And that's where I'm gonna end my turn.
All right. So the
You can
last
use
goblin, the last two goblin, the goblin who has been restrained by audience is going to try and break free.
makes sense.
Yeah.
So,
I got a 14.
and he rolled a
Uh-oh.
13. Dexterity
Oh,
13. So you managed
It's like
to keep him grappled. The other one
Going
is
nowhere.
looking all around him, and he's feeling very lonely and unsure of what he's supposed to do. So he's gonna bolt and try to leave.
Oh
Tobiashi,
no.
this means you get an attack of opportunity as he leaves your range. Do you want to take it?
Yes.
What direction is he leaving?
He's leaving the battlefield toward the end of the corridor at H8.
Okay.
I'll say to myself, I remember what happened last time we let one of these guys go, and I'm gonna use. I'm close enough to attack him. Like,
It's a reaction. It's an attack of opportunity.
Okay, so I can make. Can I do a flurry of blows in that, or no?
No, it's a reaction.
Okay, so 1. All right, so yeah, I'll strike him down with my sword. Yeah. 20.
That hits.
Yeah. Okay,
You
and
need
that
a
is
7, at
You
least.
need a 7.
that's an 8.
Damage?
Yeah.
That is enough. He turns around and he just starts moving, and you slash him in his back and he just falls to the ground. So you're all in the room. The only one who's still alive is the one grappled by audience. And it actually is Valtteri's turn.
I can I like boot my snoot against the body of the goblin audience is holding, like, can I kill it?
I'd say make
I don't
what is your passive
I don't
this is a weird question, but what is your passive charisma?
do I have
It's way
passive
charisma
charisma?
bonus,
That
yeah.
is the question. I
As
do
a
not.
wolf or-
Good.
I'd say
don't
as a
have
wolf, yeah.
passive.
Yeah,
A passive insight.
probably
I-
pretty low then.
I only have passive perception.
What's your bonus for your wolf for the charisma?
0.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So it's okay.
Like
So it's
10.
basically, and you have all right.
Just like my normal character.
So audience, I'd say roll a perception roll.
Okay.
See if you understand. No, actually, that would be more of an insight.
Well, that's gonna be worse for me. Oh no, it's the same. They're both wisdom. I got
Yeah.
an 11.
11.
At least you didn't make her roll an intelligence check.
It's a wisdom
No,
check. It's not as
actually, I just put the DC at 10, so you do understand that she wants to kill it. Do you let
Okay.
her?
Well, is it not my? Are we out of combat? Or are we still in combat?
It's the last goblin left in the room. So
Yes, but I'm saying, are we still in initiative order? Or are we out of initiative order?
right now you're still in initiative, but I'd allow a small nod if you let her do it, or and
Well, no, I want to take my turn first, so I don't drop it on her turn.
so you see him squeeze him more toward him and say, "No, my goblin."
Nope, this was mine.
The goblin
Mine.
just
Mine. My turn.
Force damage.
So
Okay, so I'll go. Do I sense that it gets further up there at H8?
from
Do I
where you
sense
are,
that there?
so
Yes.
you are currently right here, and you can't feel anything inside the corridor as far as your perception allows it to.
But I feel that there's like a way still going up there. That was my
There's from where you are, you can actually
Yeah.
see up to G8. So you know that there is a corridor
Okay.
that goes there. You don't know how far it goes, and you don't hear anything move in there.
Still curious. I'll go as far up there as I can.
All right. So you are at F5. Is that it?
Depending on where audience
Yeah, he was
is.
at F4.
Yeah.
So,
Then, yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20. So you can move after 30 feet. You find yourself where Tao was. So you see the corridor opening up, and there is a room in front of you with the blind sight that you have, because the light doesn't shine as far as this and is very poorly lit. You can feel,
But I still have dark vision as well.
you can feel
Or-
in the room there are 5 sets of footsteps, small. 4 of them are very small. 1 of them is a bit larger, but they are still goblinish in weight and feel.
Goblin.
And you can also feel something pulsating completely at the back of the room. It's a
Pulse.
yeah, it's small pulse, slightly humming, so it's
Like a mega heartbeat.
I'd say something of a mix between a very soft heartbeat and cicadas.
Like the crickety things.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
I'm not sure if I'm saying it plural or not, but cicadas when they sing in group, it sounds the same thing as if you're standing right under a electricity pylon.
I was just making sure if I get the right thing, because I wasn't sure anymore if it's almost the same in German like in English. But yeah.
So it's pulsating. You feel this buzzing going and fading, and so this is why I say it's halfway between heartbeat and cicadas.
Okay.
It's very faint. It's not something that's going to be loud. You just feel it in the ground as how the rocks are moving and vibrating.
Okay, I'll keep waiting there, seeing if the others would follow me.
All right. So it's audience and Trevor's turn.
Okay. So I'm going to, now that I'm going to slam the goblin I have onto the ground and kind of put my knee on its back and twist its arm behind its back where I could be in a position to break it if I wanted.
All right.
And then I'm gonna ask I'm not gonna ask. I'm gonna basically yell at the goblin where is the let me think. What was it again? It was, where is the sapling that you're trying to corrupt? I'm gonna say 3 things. I'm gonna say, where is the sapling you're trying to corrupt? Where is the orb? So it was, if we were told it was an orb that was controlling.
You were told that it's a ritual.
Or a ritual.
Where an orb is being used to corrupt a seed of a tree. So sapling works.
Although
as a
I was
word.
the only one who knew it was a sapling because I was. But I'm gonna say, so where's the sapling? Where's the orb for the ritual? And where's the dark priest? If you don't tell me, I'll break your arm and feed you to my dog. Me out there.
Your dog who just left the room. Yes.
It's fine.
Disinterested.
He saw it. He knows it's there.
Yeah.
I love the fact that you
Just
still
killed
say
the
he
whole-
because I'm still female.
He made
All
sure that
right.
you were out of the room first. Looked around. He was like,
All right. So you're gonna see his reaction on his turn because there's still Trevor. So Trevor, you see audience starting to interrogate this goblin.
Yeah. Well, Trevor will just continue walking past, heading up. Let me see. Where's he at? He's at D3.
Audience is right now at F4.
Yeah, I'm at E. No, did I can't remember. Did I go to F3 or
E3. Yes.
Oh yes.
Okay.
I also forgot to mention, if the goblin tries to struggle on its turn, like away from me, I'm gonna break its arm. If it like tries to get out.
All right.
One or
Well,
both?
Trevor, I'm sure he'll take half movement to go through audience's space, so he'll just take a diagonal square there and just continue walking. Let me see. That'll be 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He'll make it to about G8. And as he's walking by, he'll cast Mage Hand to start choking the goblin while he's on the ground there. And he's like, just kill it. It's Tao's seen that this room opens up here. It's probably up in here.
All right.
So now he's got a Mage Hand choking it. His audience is twisting his arm. And Trevor doesn't even acknowledge the goblin down there. He just says all that as he just walks past and starts heading up the
Right,
corridor.
well, trying to choke someone with Mage Hand is more a
Yeah, I
is
know.
more for
yeah,
show
it's
than
probably
actual
more
result.
of an intimidation. Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Because the
it can lift 10 pounds, so it can put a little pressure on there.
Yeah.
It might not choke him, but restrict his airflow some.
yeah, a little bit.
Make it uncomfortable.
All right, so we go back to Tobiyashi and the goblin. Tobiyashi, what's your dexterity modifier?
See.
Oh, is there still
3.
one goblin he's engaged with?
No,
Thought I
it's
killed him.
audience.
Oh, okay, just the one. Okay.
Well, I have a 3 for dexterity.
All right, so you go before the goblin, but you see audience is interrogating the goblin, and Trevor is harassing the goblin also. So what do you do?
I'm gonna look at how did I forget his name just right now? Just as I was gonna say it.
Trevor,
Audience?
Audience. Yeah, I'm gonna tell audience. I'm gonna be like, well, do you think you could hurry that up? I kind of need you to help me take these arrows out of my chest. Still looking at the arrow in my chest, kind of poking out here.
You know, one is literally an inch above his kidney, and the other one is deep in his shoulder.
It's like, yeah,
Well,
anytime.
wouldn't the arrows have been pushed out by the healing potion as he healed? Like the flash one.
Well, it's a bit iffy about how this is supposed to be. Dungeon and Dragon doesn't explain well how how hit points are supposed to be. So
Yeah. Does he just close the wounds and then he makes them again when he pulls the arrows out, or what?
Yeah.
So I'd say the wound closed, and probably Tobiyashi had the reflex of pulling out the arrow just before
All right.
drinking the potion.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I'll just say, yeah, just hurry up with that, and we kind of need to get going. And I'll follow behind Trevor, not doing anything to the goblin.
All right.
He should have it.
All right, so
Well, it's the goblin's
I'm
turn.
gonna ask everyone: do you want to keep going in initiative, or do you want to leave initiative?
Let's leave initiative. I'm down.
Yeah, I would say,
Yeah,
because
we're good.
I'd say Trevor's going to try and take a peek in the room and maybe cast light to illuminate it before we get in there. So, yeah.
Re-initiative.
All right.
Yeah.
We go to the next one.
So the goblin tries to see if what courage does he have. Hey, wow, okay. You hear him scream a little bit. Let go! Let go! Everything's in the room ahead. Let me go!
Well, after
Everything-
could Trevor hear that and make it cover his mouth instead of choking him? or whatever?
Everything is in the room and head.
Up ahead, yes.
Okay. After he says that, I'm gonna smash his face into the ground, knocking him out.
Knocking him out or
Killing
killing him?
No, I'm not gonna try and kill
Alright.
him. I'm just gonna knock him out. I'm a paladin.
Oh,
I don't-
Jesus.
That
That's
might
lawful
have been
good,
mistake.
man. Jesus.
All right.
How long can someone
so
stay at
I'll
0 hit
say
points? They're conscious.
make an attack roll as if you were
Non-lethal.
punching him.
Okay, that'd be +6. Would that be with advantage? Because I literally have him like underneath me.
Yeah, with Trevor holding him and you. Yeah, sure, I'll give it to you.
Well,
Natural 1, you accidentally killed him.
All right, I got a 18.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
it. So, how much damage do you do when you do that with your strength modifier?
5, but I'm also not trying to kill him. I'm just trying to knock him
So it's plus 5 in total. All right, so yeah, you easily manage to knock him out. You just have to bang, and you see that his eyes are still open, and god damn it, bang! All right, he's out.
And the second time you pull him up, one of his eyes is hanging out of his skull there. But
Yeah,
he's
I
out.
just-
He's knocked out. Yeah.
I just go, bap, bap, and then I'll follow after those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a quick double tap.
as long as you don't do it the same way as the Hulk did, you're gonna be fine. He's not gonna die.
No. I mean, I'm trying. I'm literally trying to. I think I'm trained enough to not kill someone who I'm trying to knock out when I.
Yeah, being a warrior, I'm not gonna make you roll to see if you can restrain yourself.
If you were a barbarian, it would have been something different.
Yeah, but you're a borderline large creature versus a small, so I don't know. Yeah.
Just kind of smacked his face into the ground a few times. Just thought,
Just like if you were
Alright.
hitting sibling.
So, you managed to survive this encounter. Tobiyashi, what's your passive perception?
Passive perception.
Because I believe you are the one who has the highest passive perception.
Yes,
Yeah.
17.
17.
I have a 16.
16.
Well, as a wolf. Only as a
As
wolf.
a wolf.
So,
Yeah.
after this, what do you do? Do you all just keep on going and reconvene where Valtteri is waiting? Or do you want to do something else?
that's what I would do because I know it's in the next
Yeah.
room, and I know that our goal was
Yeah.
to basically get to the orb as fast as possible because then the tree will help us.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
So we destroy the orb.
After that, I'm gonna kind of walk behind audience.
Meat shield.
Gonna let him lead the charge this time. After
Yeah.
that,
I will
That-
mention. I am gonna mention to Tobiyashi and Trevor as I leave that I did knock out the goblin and didn't kill him, just so they're aware of that.
Okay.
did you restrain him or gag him or anything?
No, he's just knocked out in the other room.
Do I hear them get closer?
Well, hopefully he learns
Well,
from
yes, you would feel the rest of the party getting
Yeah.
closer to you. Yes.
Then
I mean,
I
if
would
one of them want to go,
go
back,
ahead.
They can, but
Yeah,
All right.
I'm sure you'd hear probably Trevor and audience arguing. It's like, man,
No,
he's just rubbing his head like,
Actually,
on.
Valtteri, from where you are, you probably even feel the two bumps that audience did with the head of the goblin. Bang! Damn it. Bang! Alright, he's out.
yeah, after I would probably just think he smashed its head. So
yeah.
after I hear them coming closer, I would keep going.
Alright, well then, in that case, we're gonna go to the break just as you decide to enter the next room.
Oh, shit.
wait for the light. Wait for the light.
Alright,
Yeah.
then.
That was going to be the initiative couch. Cast a light, then run in, but too late now.
So we're
Well,
gonna go.
we're
We're gonna go on a
Well-
break. See you all in 10 minutes. Bye.
Yeah.
well, if you told me.
Welcome back, everyone. As you can see with the syncing problem that we have with the lip sync, well, I haven't been able to resolve that. Hopefully it's going to be resolved by the next game. But it is still functional enough to play with, so we're going to keep going.
For a new map.
New map, new map.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, so, Valtteri.
That Valtteri just charged into.
Yeah. No,
I have
that's
15
cool.
hit
That's
points.
cool. She
Not
just
charged in, I walked in.
So as you walk
okay.
inside the room,
Is she being stealthy or just casually walking in?
Actually,
That's a difference.
I've just uploaded something in our chat, and this is the room that Valtteri is currently seeing.
All right.
So, Valtteri...
That one up.
Sorry?
10:15.
Oh, just opening that one up in a new tab there so I can have it.
Alright, so Valtteri, you are currently at B2, and as you make one step forward, you can see and feel pretty much the entire room. So behind the crates at F3 and F6 and C7, there are goblins there. You can also feel one at E6, which feels a little bit heavier, and one at D6, which is the same sign as the other. And completely at the back of the room at E7, it is the thing which is humming and throbbing. And as you make one step inside at C2, you find yourself in dim light, and you make an initiative roll.
I'm gonna be out of the room still.
Well, you are currently making your way inside of the corridor. So,
Okay.
What was my bone? Oh, 3 was my initiative. Oh no, that's intelligent. What was my initiative?
initiative,
bonus as
it's
a rule?
dexterity.
Dexterity, so that's a +2. Okay.
So since everyone is moving toward her, I'm gonna have everyone make their initiative roll.
All right.
I rolled a 19, so +2, that's a 21.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is a 19.
Okay, audience?
He's just smiling. Oh, he's talking with someone.
Audience, initiative.
He's talking with
Okay.
someone.
Trevor, initiative.
6. I have a 6.
Oh wow.
Alright, Trevor, initiative.
And it's a lady friend. Can someone read lips?
I mean, if I was Toby, I could.
Trevor, can you hear us?
Trevor?
I don't think he can hear us.
He did.
Trevor! Okay.
Wait.
Okay, they roll a natural 1. That's right.
A. L. What was K again? K. Then T. U and S. I don't know.
I think
Buddy.
Trevor is having a hearing problem.
Technical difficulty. 20?
Oh goodness.
Natural?
I don't know. Because we can't even hear him, so.
No, we can't hear him, and he can't hear us, I think.
Well, I don't know.
And that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Can anyone just go on the stream, see if we can hear the players talk?
Oh wait, I can't go on the stream right now. I'm being
Oh, he's
Weird.
getting new earbuds. And I'm checking.
And we're back.
freaking work.
There. 20 for his initiative.
Ah, okay. Sorry. All right, you're back.
Yeah.
You had a problem with your ear.
Yeah, the freaking wireless, they don't want to pair for whatever reason. So,
Oh,
yeah, back
okay.
to the headphones for the time being.
Here we go.
All right.
The stream is still alright.
All right. So that's good. And the goblins have this. So actually, Valtteri, because you're one round ahead of everyone, you go first.
Hi. Okay.
Did you get my initiative? I
Yeah,
don't
6.
know. There was-
6.
Okay.
Yeah, mine was a 19 plus.
So
Yeah,
as
mine was,
everyone is slowly walking up the corridor, Valtteri just steps inside a room and provoke the beginning of the initiative. So Valtteri, you have one round before everyone catch up to you, because it's just a 20 foot between where they are and where you are.
Now the question is that a good or a bad thing?
I don't know.
We'll see.
All of a sudden,
Um,
our characters just hear battle music. We're just like, oh gosh.
like Monster Hunter. So I'm at C2 or B2?
The initiative has been drawn the moment that you walked at C2.
Okay. And there's one at F3.
F3, F6, C7, D6, and one that feels a little bit heavier at E6.
I go up to... Did they already notice me or not?
They do seem to have noticed you, however, you seem to have them beat at initiative.
Okay, I walk to E2. That would be only 10 movement.
Yep.
Jump over to F3, attack that goblin, and go back to E2 after that.
Alright.
So,
Oh. No, that's. I just realized I forgot to give it to the audience, the map.
Oh, to the.
There we go.
the
Overlay
watcher's
there,
not that
yeah.
audience.
Yeah, but you never know. In the
The
future, someone
viewers,
might actually watch this.
Yeah, to the people who come
That's
to
an
YouTube, so they'll have something.
18.
18 for 18 to hit. Yes, that does hit.
Okay, and that's 7 plus 5 is 12 plus 3 is 15.
You shred him to pieces as the necrotic energy just shrivels him up like a dried prune. And he just falls to pieces on the ground. You don't even have to spit him out. Just shaking him around is enough to pull him apart.
And I go back to to E2 for the cover.
All right. So they are all going to fire at you.
But I have cover.
Yeah, I go.
Yes, you have cover, and that is a good thing. Because now there are...
Disadvantages.
Effort quarter.
well, because of her size, I'd say it's a quarter
I duck.
cover.
I duck.
All
I
right.
can duck. I can
Lays down on the ground.
So it's half cover. I believe it's -5 or
Yeah.
6.
Or 5. Yeah, half or 5.
All right. So it's basically the same as disadvantage on long run. Oh, okay. All right. So 3 of them, 4 of them, but I only have 3 dice for this. All right. Well. So one of them shoots at you with a 6.
miss.
One of them shoots at you with a 9.
Miss.
One of them shoots at you with a 12.
Miss.
And one of them shoots at you with an 18.
That hits.
And they have a -5, so it is 13.
Oh,
That would still hit because
is
that's
13,
exactly.
ah.
Yes. Hit or miss. I guess they never miss, huh? Okay.
Alright, so you receive a good arrow. It's a 8 hit points. So you get stung
Cute.
in the ham with this shot. And the last
I'm not even half at my health, so. Ha!
and then the heavier one shoots.
I don't like that.
Which well you're
Listen, he might just be big boned. Heavy is a strong.
it is a 17.
That hits.
It is a 17.
The hobgoblin, right?
It's
Yeah,
either a hobgoblin or a pack bear.
Oh.
That's what I guess.
Yeah, we'll see when we get in there.
If it's a goblin but heavier, that's who I would guess.
So it is a 5 hit points of damage, and it is a javelin that streaks above your head.
Barbarian goblin?
And you feel it just graze on your shoulder as
Back.
it goes by. Just, hits you just a little bit, and you hear actually one of the goblins speaking in goblin, so you don't understand it, but he seems to be giving orders.
Hobgoblin.
I know what my target is.
Are they red?
I mean,
I see a leader, I go for a leader.
All right.
I mean,
1v1 me.
So, you all right. Oh, yes, that's right.
it's
So
my
this
turn
is yes, it's your turn again because everyone actually reaches where you are at that point.
Probably quickly. We hear the sounds.
But
of
I would,
that.
even if they would have been here, I would have still been the first one because I have a 21.
No, basically, yeah, but you hear it again, and this time louder in your head, and you feel this sensation of a power that is much stronger, but also have a very unsettling brutality to it. Whispers in your head, "You're doing so well."
I push it down. I don't want it.
Push it. Push it.
The
you-
power of Christ compels you.
Well, actually, in your name, it would probably the power of the moons compel you, but
Okay. So it's my turn again.
yes, it's your turn, and everyone, for everyone else at that point, you reach B2. So, in the order, I believe Tobiashi was the first to leave. No,
Audience would be in front.
no,
No, actually,
Trevor
Trevor
left.
was leading.
Trevor left.
Yeah, because I was choking out the freaking goblin. His audience was holding it, and
But then we were talking to each other as we walked.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Tobiashi, so in the order it would be Tobiashi, Trevor, and audience, but in the initiative it is actually Valtteri first, then Trevor, then audience. So basically nothing changed. Alright. You actually rolled your initiative in the same order as you would enter the room.
Okay.
So Valtteri,
Well, no, it's me, then Trevor, then Toby, then audience. I forgot Toby in between.
Where's Toby?
What did he roll? I don't even know.
Tobiashi
15?
rolled a 19.
Oh,
Yes.
19. Oh, yeah,
So
19.
he's definitely ahead.
Yes.
Okay,
Basically the same order, like you said there.
So I have 50 movement. And does it take me from E2 to F3 or 10?
5 from E2 to F3. No, I'd say it's like I said, the
Okay.
barricades aren't complete, so
Okay,
it would
so
be
it's-
normal to go there.
Okay, that would be 5, that would be 10, then jumping over that would be a 10. That's 20, then killing that, then jumping over again, it's a 30. Okay, I could go back. Okay, I walk from E2 up to F3, over the barricade to F6, kill the goblin, jump back over it, and go back to E2 because I have 50 feet movement, so it works out.
All right.
Well, you gotta kill the goblin first. So.
I know, but it works.
Go ahead, make your attack.
Pretty good chance of it, but you still gotta do it first. There's always some net ones out there.
It's 14.
14. You actually miss.
Oh.
You jump.
Uh-oh.
You
Wait,
jump
I have a
over.
question. When I attack
Yes.
my D20, do I have a bonus on that too, or is it just a plain D20?
No, on the description of the wolf, you have the bonus to attack on it.
I was like
Yeah.
a +5, +6.
Probably whatever your strength
Oh,
is or whatever.
Then it's 14. It's the plus. Oh, so that's a 19.
Well, 19 would hit. Yes.
Okay. That's a 5. Plus the 3 is an 8.
That is enough to kill it. So you bite down on it, you let the necrotic energy finish him, and this one doesn't fall to pieces, but he's dead.
And I jump back and go back to my spot. Laying down again, like dogging.
So you go back to F4 or E2?
E2.
All
I
right.
calculated it should work out for my movement. Especially
Alright.
if it's just 5 feet from E2 to F3.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. No, there's no problem. All right. So the next one in initiative is Trevor with a 20.
Trevor.
Yep. And as we're walking up, I'm assuming I see it dimly lit again. I would assume I could see line of sight to that first barricade at like E3 there.
Yep.
Again.
Yes,
Ah,
easily.
Damn these dark ass rooms, and cast light again, and then just kind of hug the wall at the top of B2 there, or B1 there for cover. And just kind of hug the wall and just
Okay.
look and see if I can see anything.
Yes, from where you are, you can see. You can mostly see the goblin at C7. You see it is also a goblin at D6. The one at E6 is also a goblin. He's just bigger.
Gotcha.
And this
All right.
one also has better armor.
Okay.
Hobgoblin.
Can I see?
What kind
Can I make out what that is at E7 there? What that black circle is?
Yes, it is an altar where you can see on top of it, just in front of it, there is a sort of stone table in front of it, on which there is an orb resting, roughly the size of a head. Behind it, the major part of the altar, you can see a bowl, roughly 2-inch deep, made of stone, a very light colored stone. And in the middle of it, you can see an acorn, the size also of a head.
Okay. All right.
Bingo.
Well, I don't have any bonus actions or anything, so that was pretty much my turn. I'm hugging the wall at in between C and B1 there.
All right, so next one in initiative is Tobiashi.
All right, my turn.
So because when you
Okay.
enter the room, it is lit because of Trevor's spell, you can see exactly what I just described.
I just need to know where the goblins I could see are in the room.
Right now, there is a goblin. You can mostly make out a goblin at C7. you can see a goblin at D6 and a very large goblin at E6.
Okay, so they're like in an L shape around the thing. Okay.
So one is hiding behind the crates and broken barrels at C7, and the two others are just in front of the altar.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to the one on, you said E6, right? If I can make it that way.
So you're going for the big one.
And yeah, I'll go for the big one.
All right.
Why not? I'll run up
Just
to him
almost
and
died before.
use a flurry of blows. So I make my first attack and then the two other attacks?
Yes. So it is the attack, and then you pay the key price, and then you make the two other unarmed strike.
Alright. So first attack, you kick right to the groin.
Johnny Cage
That's a natural
moves.
20.
That's a natural 20. That's nice.
Johnny Cage split nut punch there.
And
It hits,
1d4.
of course.
So that's 8 on the first one because it's doubled, right? I rolled really low.
Yes.
So yeah, it was 8. And then my two other attacks.
All right. So as you come in and give a very critical strike toward this goblin, right at the last moment, you see the goblin take the hand of the goblin next to him and shove it in front of him. They just exchanged place using the action, which is a reaction of the goblin boss, to redirect an attack. He swapped place with the goblin just beside him.
Oh,
Okay.
the goblin gets a punch. This is cool.
He's gonna get a flurry of blows.
The goblin he just used to parry this block with is dead. You did 8 points of damage.
Oh, whoa. Okay then. Wow.
He sacrificed the
He
goblin.
literally just threw his friend to his death. Yeah.
Hey.
Well,
Survival
say
of the
that they're
fittest, you know?
friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so can I redirect my attack at him
Yes.
or no? I
Yes,
gotta
you
keep
can.
attacking. Okay. Yeah, I'll go over and look at him from attacking the first one. And yeah, I'll attack this one.
He's gonna throw the other one too.
2 strikes,
He
yeah,
can
huh?
only,
2
it's a
strikes.
reaction, so he can only do this once.
Yeah.
And it's only with a goblin within 5 feet of him. So right now he's out of munition.
Okay, let's see. First one is,
Nice.
that's a 23.
23 does hit.
And then the next one is, that's a 7.
That does not hit.
Okay.
So the first one you manage
Wow.
to hit him. The second one he parries it with his shield.
Hold them.
So how
Alright,
much damage?
And let's see. Oh, let's see. 6.
All right. Well,
6 points
he
damage.
takes it very well.
All right. Well, someone who was already dead.
No, he wasn't dead. He just
No, he wasn't dead.
He just took
No,
the
he
goblin beside him and shoved it in front of him, taking the damage
Oh,
for
I
him.
Yeah, I just broke his skull. Yeah.
And since it was 8 points of damage in total, you killed it because a normal goblin has 7 hit points.
All
Was that
right.
a normal one or was that the big one?
No, we killed the normal one. The big one's still
The
alive.
normal
okay.
one. Yeah.
the normal one just
Okay.
got sacrificed.
We have a
Well,
big
it's
one and
just
a
their
normal. We have a
bones.
big one and a normal one left.
That's fine.
All right. So next one in initiative.
Oh, wait. I have a question.
Yes.
Can I use my my bonus action?
No, actually, flurry of blow is a bonus action.
Okay. Yeah, I see.
Wow.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Breaks extra strength.
All right. That's my turn.
All right. So
That's
now it is the goblin. They have 9, and they are in pretty bad shape.
Here we go again.
So, well, yes, exactly. Here you go again. You're the most dangerous one, Tobiyashi. So you're gonna get hit on.
Yeah.
not the wolf. No, let's attack that guy.
Well, he's just beside them. You know, he
Yeah.
doesn't have cover. And he's beside a goblin that he just attacked. So yeah, sure.
Just demolish one goblin.
Wait till Trevor can cast again. He's been holding this chromatic orb for a while now. Yeah.
I burst a hole right through him. Just
It's going to disintegrate his
All
ass.
right. So the goblin that's actually, all right, there you go. The goblin hiding behind the crates has a clear shot to you, Tobiyashi, and he shoots, and really, you're not sure what he was aiming for. He got
All right.
a 7.
Nope.
So the arrow shoots very
Wasn't
wide.
you though.
The boss goblin actually gets to attack because he is in melee range.
All right, let's do this. Let's do this.
So the first one is
on,
a
bitch.
6 to hit.
Nope.
Yeah.
Just
The second one is a 11 to hit.
no, it does not hit.
It does not hit. So none of his attack hits. However, you hear him yell something in Goblin, looking at the altar behind him.
Uh-oh.
And that is all they do for this round, because most of their numbers have been decimated. So, it is now audience. You get in the room, seeing that you get in the room just in time.
Well, I already know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Audience is gonna use his dash action, run right past all the fighting, and go and pick up the orb.
All right.
Going for it.
All right. In that case, you're gonna get an attack of opportunity from the one hiding behind the crates, but because the boss goblin already used its reaction, it's only this one that's gonna be able to attack you.
Well, didn't it just shoot though? So it'd have to reload. 'Cause
They
it just shot it too.
goblins have centaurs, so he has one hand
Oh,
free
I
because he
thought it
just
was-
shot. Then he takes and
Oh, I can take it. I don't care. Swing it.
swing at me, and he has a
Bring it on.
9 to hit.
Yeah, not even close.
All right, so he tries to
Going
hit
in.
you as you go by, and he misses you completely. So you manage to run toward the orb, and
You just see me just sprinting through the room, just like.
so it is
In chainmail, so it's just like
Just like it's jiggling everywhere. I'm just like.
sling, 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 sling. So it is 5,
so it's
10,
really irritating for me.
15, 20, 25, and you can even grab it because you have enough. Moving to the orb is your entire movement, so you still have your
Yeah, but I
action.
said I was using the dash action.
Well, taking into consideration that because of your movement last turn, you are at B2, that means that 30 feet, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 puts you right at the altar, so you still have your action.
Yes, I'm still using the dash action
So you didn't.
because I'm gonna
To
pick
go
up.
back?
The
You
orb.
didn't. You want to take the orb and run with it?
Yeah,
All right.
we'll just move away. We'll just move. I'm not necessarily run, but I want to take the orb.
That's what I'm saying. You can reach the orb without using dash.
I know. I realize. I still want to use
Okay.
dash because I don't want the orb to be near the altar.
All right. So where do you
So
move
you
it
can
to?
go away from
You
it.
still have 30 feet
Oh,
of
I'll-
movement.
Oh, I'll just. Where is Valtteri right now?
I'm
E2.
at E2.
E2. Yeah, that seems like a pretty good.
So you're gonna be at D2, just beside her.
Yeah.
Or just on
With the-
top of me.
No, actually, I'm gonna go to F3
All right.
with the orb. I now have the orb in my
Animal.
possession.
I have the power. All right.
Achievement unlocked.
Dashing with the orb.
Dashing with the orb.
Hey, the orb. That's what they said. Destroy. They said I got the orb. That was the goal.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And you know how I like to destroy orbs? Throw it, look
Yeah.
back at it.
That almost went really well for you last time around, yeah.
The
it's the
last
acorn
one,
still
nobody
is
said
the orb?
destroy it. This one, someone actually did say destroy it. So,
Yeah.
We'll see if I learned anything from last about orbs possibly exploding, and I'm a little bit more safe.
all right. So you have the orb in your hand. You are currently standing at F3, and you are the last one in order. Meaning we go back to Valtteri, and you see audience with a large grin, with an orb, and looking at the ground. You have a feeling that he's going to exercise something that he's been holding back for a while. A second chance at something.
You beat me once, you will not beat me again.
Okay, I could actually reach the acorn with 30 from where I am.
Yes,
Or 10,
because
5,
this is a new
10.
round, you would get an attack of opportunity from 2 goblins if you go for the acorn.
I can take that.
All right.
Wait, it's 5, 10, 20 to reach the altar. Okay, so I can go back 30 again. That would be...
Yeah, but you know, you're gonna have to drop your form if you want to grab this.
I can take it with my mouth.
It's on top of an altar. All right.
Well, I'm a big wolf. I could just go up with my front legs, take it with my muzzle, and
Acrobatics check? I don't know.
I'd go with a simple dexterity check just to see if you can manage to grab it with your mouth.
Okay.
That's so long.
She looks like one of the dogs trying to grab food off a table, trying to get it directly in your mouth. Just
Yeah.
Yeah, like a plastic
doing
ball.
doing the side mouth thing where they put their head down side of the table.
Actually surprised that I don't have an extra skills for dexterity. What would dexterity...
Yes,
okay.
dexterity is there.
Okay. Stoop, that would be now 2. That's a 16 plus 2 is an 18.
16 plus 2 is 18. So, yes, you actually managed to grab this fairly easily. However, as you place yourself with your paws by the bowl, and you grab it, you realize that it is half submerged in blood. Do you still want to do this? It's gonna
Yes.
taste like blood. All right.
I already killed so many goblins. I
Gonna hit you,
don't think-
Trevor.
Yeah, but this blood, I'm gonna have you make a Constitution saving throw.
You're muted, Trevor.
Yay! I don't have extra constitution saving
Yeah,
throw.
I was just going to say, she's
Why
tasted
not?
plenty of blood in her mouth already, so yeah, it's nothing.
Yeah, should be fine.
18 plus constitution is a 2 because I don't have an extra saving throw and it is a 20.
All right, no, that's all right. You actually managed to resist this. You go up and you grab, and you manage to grab the acorn without having to take a big gulp of the blood. You do feel it on your
Snout?
tongue. Yeah, snout
fine.
and tongue, and you really feel just how putrid and corrupted this blood has become. It has a very foul taste and smell.
And I tried to go back to my hiding spot.
All right,
It's
so
just
as
like-
I said, you take an opportunity attack from the 2 goblins when you go by.
I know.
And one actually has a natural 1. And so the
That-
little goblin doesn't do any sort of... He's just way too slow. Down.
He just sees a black shadow
He
in
sees
his
the
nose.
audience run by, he swings, misses. He sees a wolf jump over on his other side, just swings back, misses. It's just like, what is going on?
You hear swearing in goblin.
And the hobgoblin.
It's actually just a goblin boss. It's a larger goblin.
For me, it's still a hobgoblin in my eyes.
Yeah.
All right, well, whatever.
Whatever.
So it is a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
So
I'll
he
be fine.
slashes you with a 6 point of damage as you pass by.
I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm fine still. A little bit hurt now, but I'm fine.
You can always switch back, and you'll have another beast.
Hanging in there. Yeah.
All right, so the next one is Trevor.
Okay. Well,
So you get
Trevor,
get
well-
in the room. You see audience smiling at the orb, looking at the ground. Valtteri holding an acorn in his mouth. Tobiyashi kicking the ass of a large goblin, and
While
one
holding
who
a
is
cat.
just swinging in the air, not getting anything.
all right. Well, audience, you said you was at F3, right? That's where you
Yeah.
wound
Yes.
up at? Okay. All right. Well, Trevor, well, let me see, 5, 10. That'll be 10 movement. He'll step out to C2 and see that big goblin, and he'll cast Chromatic Orb. Let me see if it hits first before
Yeah.
it calls it. Yeah, it's a 14 plus 6, so yeah, 20 to hit.
Yes, it does hit.
Okay. He'll call out thunder, send a thunder thing there. Boom. That's 3d8 damage. Oh, shit. That's 7, a 4, and a 3, so that's 14 damage to it.
Wow. All right. So he takes this damage, and you see the shock of energy just blasting through the cave, hitting him, and he screams in pain. You even see part of his clothes fraying from the blast of energy. He falls to his knees, looking in your direction. He is within an inch of his life, but he is still alive.
Okay. Now, Trevor will continue onward, because he only used 10 feet of his movement, to E2. And then I guess I can have a quick verbal say to audience there. Can I say something to audience in that turn, or
I'd say yes, as long as it's very short,
Okay.
but I was about to say,
Okay.
Valtteri, where did you go back to?
To my old spot.
E2. So,
was.
Trevor, you're trying to share space with a large wolf.
Okay, let me see. Well, that's
Arf.
5, 10, 15, 20. Well, let me see. So it's half movement, so it'll be 10 there. Let me
You can
see.
also shout to me.
5,
You
10,
don't need to.
15, 20, 30. Yeah, well, I'll get as close as I can. I guess probably to D3 then, since I can't really share the space. And just yell the audience, please don't destroy it yet. Let's talk about this before, after we're done.
But the tree.
All
The
right.
tree said it would come if we destroyed the orb.
Well, I don't think I have enough time to respond, so. yeah,
No,
we'll
no, I'd
just-
say no. And
Yeah.
audience doesn't have time to actually answer that. It's not his turn.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Audience mind goes, but the tree.
But, come on, man. The tree said.
All right, so we go at Tobiyashi. You see this large goblin who is very much in pain, barely holding on, and you also have another one at C7 who is really in incredible shape, except that he hasn't been able to hit anyone ever since the combat started.
I'm going to attack this one with an unarmed strike, and then I'm just gonna attack him with an unarmed strike.
All right,
Double
Somebody
hit.
sleepy?
Mhm.
So first one with my sword. That's 24.
yes, it does hit.
And for that, the damage is 4.
It is enough. So
Okay.
you
And then-
you hit the boss goblin with your sword, and he just goes down.
With that unarmed strike, can I run to the other one and attack him too?
Yeah, sure.
Still got the movement, yeah.
All right, yeah.
You can change it up.
Got the movement. Let's do this. That's 18 to hit.
It does hit.
Okay. Yeah, that's 7 points of damage.
It is enough to kill him. You hit him square on the nose, and he just crumples to the ground.
Just see me look at him.
All right. Well, for the moment, I guess we're out of combat. then.
Actually, no.
Except for that thing
No.
behind the altar. Yeah.
Yep,
it's like
except for the boss coming in now.
No,
yeah.
actually, as you see Tobiyashi kill the last one and hit it as strong as he could, you see him go down, and then suddenly, audience, you feel the orb in your hand starting to vibrate and hum very loudly and very strongly, and you see this burst of energy coming from it and going directly to the boss goblin on the floor, and you see the blood rising from the ball and just snaking out and reaching into him. Suddenly you see his body starting to twitch, and you see his
On reaction, can I try and throw the orb on the ground when I see this?
well,
Watching
actually,
the
I
enemy?
did this on the initiative of the goblin, so you still have a...
Okay. Well, yeah, I was wondering if it was a react. It's not a natural reaction.
No, Is it a reaction
I make
like
one.
coming out?
I mean, it would be kind of.
I mean, how long does this energy take to come out? I mean, I'm seeing this energy. My response would be to try and break the orb.
Yeah,
Just
I'm
make
trying
them
to
make-
figure out if it's...
Just set a DC and make just a general D20 roll. Yeah.
I'm thinking about... Alright, I can let you make a dexterity roll for this.
Okay. So that'd be +3.
Yeah. It is not
I
going
wouldn't
to
be
be an
close
easy
to it,
DC.
right?
Sorry?
All right. I did
I
not
wouldn't be
succeed.
close to
I
it?
did not succeed it. I did not roll well.
How much did you roll?
7. I did not roll well.
No,
So
definitely
10.
not.
Yeah.
No, I rolled a 4. That was
Oh,
bonus.
so that's with your modifier.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I did not
okay.
So yeah, no. Everything happens a little bit too fast for you to just
I am
throw it
transfixed
before it
by the
happens.
energy. I'm like, ooh, lights.
So this is the magic
Power.
Trevor's talking about.
So you
okay.
see the goblin body twitches, and then suddenly his body becomes larger. You see his muscle bulging, becoming greater. You see him get up, and he's looking at all of you. He is deformed with very large muscles. Completely
It's a goblin Hulk.
completely mad. He's just looking at all of you. And he sees Tobiyashi just beside him and then starts wailing on you. He still has
Uh-oh.
his scimitar in his hand. However,
Attack of opportunity? No, it's
it
fine.
feels more like he's
Wailing,
clubbing
which
you.
means multi-attack.
All right.
Wailing, plural, multi-attack.
So wait, what does he look like? He looks like he's just like red and powerful.
No, actually, he became very deformed by the blood. His muscle mass suddenly almost doubled. He grew a little bit larger.
Oh, shit.
And he has a very maddened look in his eyes. He's really not completely there, but he is still very much alive.
Hulk.
Basically,
Let's say
but
he's in
for a
range.
goblin, you know.
Yeah. Hulk goblin.
Arm
Goblin Hulk.
wrestle right now. Do it.
So he starts trying to hit you, and the first one is Tobiyashi 15.
Yeah, that hits. 15
Oh.
my AC.
Oh, damn.
That hits, alright. So 4, 8,
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
7 hit points of damage.
Oh,
Okay. I was gonna say, just see me get blasted across the room.
Like 50,
And then the second
One
hit,
shot.
just like
the
50
s-
HP. Just
the second hit is 24.
Yeah, that hits.
Sorry, 23. It hits, still hits.
No.
Uh-oh.
On the brink of death again.
Toby might be not.
It's 6 hit points of damage.
Ooh, okay, alright. I'm alright. I'm alright.
Hang in there.
Try to get to me.
Toby's coughing up blood again.
Yeah, you just see me again. Just. I think there's something wrong this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just see this huge goblin turn around, make one step, and flang, wham, hits Tobiyashi behind the
I
head
think-
as hard as he can.
Crush my dreams. I thought I just won this.
That was over, man. Game over.
So now it is audience turn.
All right. Well, audience was gonna break the orb, but now seeing his friend in danger, his natural paladin instincts take over, and he will drop the orb, which I assume doesn't break it. It just will drop.
Hopefully.
You should smash it.
It drops on.
Too
it
late.
drops on-
He already called it.
It drops on the ground. It doesn't smash.
Yeah.
Smash it into his head.
And then he's gonna run over, and he's gonna hit the big goblin.
Go ahead.
All right. That is a +7, so 19.
19 is his armor class. So you hit.
Oh, good. Okay. I will divine strike it using a spell.
Yes, of course.
Oh gosh, here we
It's
go.
going to be an extra 2d8, I think.
1d8.
No, it's 2d8.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's 3d8 then.
Oh yeah, I've only been a cleric.
Yeah, now I've played a paladin.
So,
and base
that's-
level divine spine's 2d8.
Where's my d8? Here it is. So the first one's going to be, okay, let me roll my regular attack, which is going to be 6, and then 8, and then 8, 9, 10, 11, so 11, 6. So he's going to hit him for 17 points of damage. 11 of that is radiant.
All right. He takes that, and he is still up.
Oh, wait, actually, is he undead?
Nope.
Would he be considered undead or a fiend?
Nope.
There you go.
Okay.
Now, I could definitely help out an audience with paladin, yeah. I've played the exact opposite of him,
All right.
you know.
So he takes
usually-
that, and he takes it fairly easily. You see you've managed to injure him, but nothing more.
Okay. Well, I'm done.
All right.
Damn, dude, a 19 AC. That's a...
Yeah, he's a beefy boy.
All right. So we go back to the top of the initiative with
Just tear him
Valtteri.
open.
Which again, you hear the voice coming back in your head, saying, "You have been so promising. This one looks a little stronger. Do you need help? You only need to ask."
Got cookies.
Don't accept.
Come to the dark side. We have
You're talking to the wrong one. Talk to the wizard.
I still push it down.
All right. Go ahead.
Sith lightning.
Lightning.
So, where is the orb?
The orb right now
Well,
has
I
fallen
dropped
on the
it
ground.
on my spot.
Be like
On
F3,
F3.
I think. Yeah.
So where I was standing before, so...
Yes,
Yeah,
F3.
F3.
Okay, I will use my bonus action to transform back
Okay.
because it says that it's a bonus action.
Yep.
Put the acorn in my pocket. Go to
The acorn is roughly the same size as the orb. It doesn't fit in your
Okay.
pocket.
Okay, then I will leave it there for a second. Go to the orb and try and smash it.
Go ahead, make an attack.
Okay,
Smash
what
it with
would
the
that
acorn.
be as an attack?
Well, you're trying to smash it with your staff, with your something like that.
Wait, what do I have? Let me look. I have equipment.
Use a regular weapon.
You
I have
one of those +1 daggers.
I have a dagger. I have another dagger. I have a quarterstaff.
Well,
I did give you one of those +1 daggers. So.
Yeah, I said I have the other dagger.
yeah, but
Yeah.
just going by logic, and I would say that you are smart enough to know this, trying to hit a glass ball with a dagger is a bit hard.
Probably the staff be your best bet.
Yeah, probably the staff.
So like golf, no.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, I'll
Four.
use.
Smack it into the big.
I'll use my quarterstaff.
Hits the acorn.
Go ahead.
So it would be 1d6.
You actually
Plus one?
have to make an attack roll.
Okay.
There is a reason behind this, so you actually have to make an attack
Yeah.
roll.
Pretty sure it has an AC to it, so.
That's an 18. Wait, how do I look again where my bonus is when I attack?
Well, that's
Or
strength.
when I'm not.
What's your strength?
Okay, strength. That
Strength,
would,
unless it's a finesse. Unless it's finesse.
yeah, 1, so 19.
19. Alright, that does hit.
19. Do I roll now the damage of my
Yes,
quarterstaff?
yes,
or?
go ahead.
Okay, well, 1d6 plus 1. Where's my d6? There's my d6. That's a 5, so it's in total 6 damage.
Alright, so you hit it as hard as you can, and when the staff hits it, you feel something resistant. You see a little flash of energy, and you see your staff bouncing back, but you did manage to make a small chip in it. And just as you hit the staff, you hear inside of your head the voice go,
Yeah, hit the orb more.
So the hunter's trying to talk to me?
Don't know who it is yet.
Okay, oh goodness. Because you have all of the clues, I'd say you can make an intelligence roll.
Okay. Why can't it be wisdom?
No, because this would be memory.
That's a 16, plus 1 is a 17.
You remember just before leaving, your father telling you to be careful about going to Estrin because there has been a new cult there growing, and it is a cult made around a fallen druidic god. That is what your intelligence brings back in your mind.
So a fallen druidic god is trying to convince me to be part of his cult. Well then. I mean, me personally, I would say heck yeah, but as my character, I would say heck no.
No, join the cult. Then we can all be in cults. I got my cult, you got your cult. We can all
Hey,
find
I'm not in a
cults.
cold.
Yeah, we'll get you there.
Trevor might have to take some convincing. He don't believe in any of that shit. So
Well-
we'll see.
With that, I'm pretty sure Trevor would have just decided to leave the orb there. No, get away from it. I don't want to talk to gods.
Yeah. Yep. Nope. Just on that.
All right, so
But he hasn't heard
no,
that yet.
it
so.
is happening inside Valtteri's head. So the next one is Trevor, actually. And you see Valtteri
Alright,
starting
well-
to wail on the orb, and you see a large deformed goblin wailing on Tobiashi, who doesn't seem to be doing very well. But you see audience beside him, and he does seem to be doing well.
All right, let me see. And I am at D3. So first, I guess I'll cast another chromatic orb, and then I'll move up to E3 to talk to Val after the fact. So let me roll the damage on the goblin first. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that hits. It's a Natural 18 plus 6.
It does
so,
hit.
Yeah, okay. So that's a 3d8. Oh, shit. Damn, I'm rolling good tonight. That's an 8, and 6. So, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22
Wow.
points
What
of damage.
damage?
Yeah.
Of what damage? Because it's chromatic orb.
Yeah, call out thunder again.
Okay.
Thunder or lightning?
I'll call that thunder. Most likely the least resistance, so.
That gave me a huge flashback to a labyrinth. Thunder
Yeah,
or
just a
lightning.
huge boom and, just a big
Alright.
shockwave,
So you said it was how many damage?
20. The 8, it's 8, and 6,
It was
so.
22.
Yeah, 22, yeah.
All right. So he takes that damage. He is very hurt by this. He does stagger a bit, take one step back, but he is still up, but not in good shape.
Yeah, and then X, as he moves up to E3, since he can't climb over the debris there, Val was in F3, right? Yeah, that's where the orb was.
Yeah.
And he'll just say, don't destroy it yet. We might be able to use it to our advantage, and that'll be the end of his turn.
All right.
Destroy it! Stop, Trevor!
He hasn't heard any of this that she's hearing in her head yet, so he's
yeah, but
he's
the tree literally told us to destroy it.
yeah. Well, if it's still intact at the end of combat, we'll talk about it. He has
Will
his he has his reasons.
Tobiyashi, it's your turn.
Yeah.
You might try and talk about it. Audience might just hit it.
Yeah. Well, like I said, Trevor has his thoughts on. Trevor knows magic, so.
Yeah, that always ends well. Tobiyashi, it's your turn.
As my last ditch effort, I have one more key point.
All right,
So I am going to use another flurry of blows.
go ahead.
But I hit first, so.
Yeah, make that hit first. The
Yeah.
first one.
You gotta get a 19.
19 is AC.
You can do it.
Do it.
Natural 20.
Yeah! How you
Woo!
wanna do this?
Yes,
Well,
actually,
so-
this is a good time to say this. How do you want to finish this?
Woo! Okay. So
You-
I'm gonna stand there, and while he's right in front of me, I'm gonna take my blade and just shove it right through his throat
All right.
as he's trying to hit me.
So after the radiant hit that audience just gave him, and then the thunderous blast that Trevor delivered to him, you see him stagger on his feet, and just as he is about to get back on his feet and attack you, because he was the next one on the turn, you take your sword and you shove it inside his throat and then slide it just a little bit more. And you hear him gargle and then falls on his knees. He tries to mutter something in Goblin, holding his hand toward the orb, and he just falls on the ground. Blood pouring.
Okay,
from
I
the-
fall backwards, sit down.
Are we out of combat now?
Yes.
I hit the orb again.
I mutter to myself as I'm on the ground. Oh, this is so much blood.
Trevor will
back.
try to stand between her and the orb. I
All
don't
right,
know if
so
he can make a
I push
reaction
him
to
away.
that.
I keep going.
All right, so
Yeah, if she's already pissed at him, I would expect it.
I'd
So.
say
Oh, audience, what are you at? What are you at right now, Toby?
2.
2 HP?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna use my
Lay on
last
hands.
spell in class. Well, first I'm gonna use my last spell in class Cure
Cure
Wounds
Wounds.
on you.
How much is that?
1d8
1d8
plus 2.
Plus, yeah.
8.
So,
yeah.
well, I have to roll it.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I don't know. Yeah, so 7, so 9.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
So
Right.
then you're at 9, 10, 11. What's your top HP?
17.
11, so that'd be 6. I'll just use 6 of my. I don't care. I'll use 6 of my
Lay on hands.
lay on hands.
Okay.
Also, if you were corrupted at all, that's more than 5. So it either cure a disease or neutralize a poison affecting this creature.
all right.
So
No, that's all right.
poisoned or diseased by any of those attacks. It is
All
not.
right.
All right. No, that's all right. All right.
Still
So
covered in blood.
I'd say everyone roll for a perception check.
Okay.
Oh, there went my shit.
Oh my god, I rolled a good perception roll. I am in shock. For the first time I think this entire campaign.
Oh.
+3. Let's say 12 for me. Yeah.
I rolled a 19.
Wow.
Dang.
Valtteri and Tobiashi?
18,
21.
Wow. All right. So Trevor, how much did you roll? You said
It was like a 12.
12?
9 plus 3.
all right. So you're completely distracted, Trevor. You're completely distracted by everyone trying to smash the orb, so you don't hear a thing that everyone else hears. Audience, Valtteri and Tobiashi, you hear coming from the room that was just before a ruckus. There is a lot of goblin actually making their way through the last room. You would easily estimate this at over a dozen of them. Easily.
Oh, shit.
Destroy the orb.
What do you think
No.
I'm trying here?
Destroy the orb.
Well, Trevor's going to try and block it, you know.
I push you
Hold on.
away.
Well, you either get to hit the orb or push me away. One of the two.
I'll kick it to audience and scream to him, destroy it.
All
gonna
right,
sit
we're
there
going
muttering
into
to
a
myself.
football match. So, Valtteri, you throw it. I'm going to say it's a dexterity because you're...
Do it. Well, does the inner party need to roll initiative for this? So,
Well, actually, it's
The
sort of a
inner
football.
party.
Everything happens at the same time.
right.
I'm sitting muttering to myself at the moment.
Well, you're full health now.
Well,
I heal.
fuck
Yeah.
you, I have a natural
Well,
20.
it's not
bitch.
just that.
Sorry. I have a natural 20. Plus 1, so it's 21.
All right. Well, Trevor, because you're the one who she's trying to beat at throwing this, it is also a dexterity roll for you to beat her. Basically,
This
you're
is-
trying to see if you intercept the ball.
Just a straight dexterity roll?
Yeah. She rolled really high, so you're gonna have to beat her.
Yeah, I know she got a natural 20, but what's that fucking 18 plus 1? That's 19. So yeah, she's still.
It's
got
very
me.
good. You can feel the orb touching the tip of your fingers as it goes by, but she managed to throw just high enough so you couldn't reach it.
Do
And
I need to make
audience,
a dexterity to see if I catch it?
Yes, because it's fun if you miss.
But I rolled a natural 20.
I got a 20. It's fine. It's fine. I got a 21. I think I catch it.
Yes, you do.
We
The
play
DC was
football
very
now.
low because she threw
Yeah.
very well. So, audience, you just catch the orb, and you see Trevor just...
Well, and I heard her say, yell at me to destroy it.
Yes.
Oh yes, you heard her.
Okay. I guess I will throw it on the ground in front of me with all my
Nice.
strength.
With all the might you got.
So
At
I
this
guess that'd
time,
be a strength roll.
Yeah, go
at
ahead.
this, as this is happening, I'm sitting over by myself, looking at the sword in the guy's throat, like,
That's in 18.
That natural
Plus?
18?
Yeah. Well, not a natural. It's an 18.
It's an 18. All right. So yes, it does. It does manage to. You do manage to damage it again, which makes it a 5 points of damage, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. If I'm throwing on whatever you want it to be of me throwing an orb on the ground.
All right. So you throw it on the ground, and again you hear this blast of energy coming from it, and as it just falls on the ground and rolls a bit, it is cracked. It is not going to be able to withstand this much longer.
Okay, as it rolls on the ground, can I? Oh, yes. No, I can't do this. Can I breath weapon it? So it's a little further away from me.
Well, he
Can I-
already took his action, so I don't know.
Well, I'd say everyone gets to pick another action. Tobiashi, what are you doing? As you're seeing
Yeah,
them
I guess
playing
I
ball, you're hearing this throng of goblin entering the room next door. What are you doing?
I'm sitting at the moment, kind of like legs spread out and kind of like looking at the sword. I'm like, this is a lot going on at once. Do we ever get a break? And then I'm gonna like sit there and kind of be like, contemplating if I want to keep doing this, and I'm gonna sit there and like, oh gosh, and I'll pull the sword. I'll pull the sword out of his throat, and then I'm gonna 1 second.
Smack it. Don't smack. No, don't smack it. It explodes. That's why I'm gonna breath attack it. Yes. Then the tree comes and helps us against all the goblins.
I'm gonna go over to F3, and I'm gonna try to stealth behind the thing because I hear people coming.
There's also the acorn, by the way. I think.
Yeah,
No,
which
it's
Valkyrie
on,
dropped, so yeah.
no,
yeah,
it's on E2, I think.
It's
Can
on
I pick
E2.
that
Yeah,
up and then
E2.
go over there and stealth?
So what are you doing exactly? There was a lot of noise.
Okay, so
Picking
yeah.
up the aircorn and stealthing.
So yeah, muttering to myself and then
Yeah.
picking up the acorn and going over to F3 to
F3.
stealth behind the crate.
All right. Yeah, you just have enough movement to do this.
I'll tell the rest of the people. I'll tell them like,
Wait.
I think there's more people coming, kind of not acknowledging what's happening.
Aren't I standing on F3?
Yes, you're. Well, I would imagine that you're not trying to push Tobiashi out of the way.
No. So we're just cuddling on F3, okay.
Yeah.
You just see Toby just crouched down behind the crates.
So yeah, make my stealth with the acorn in my hand. I'm just like, kind of looking a little
Alright,
out of it,
so-
and just like.
All right, so you
Make a
go
stealth?
there and you try to hide, hoping you're gonna survive this. So I'd say again,
Yeah.
Valtteri, audience, and Trevor, since you're all involved in this.
I'm gonna try and breath attack it.
Well, Valkyrie, I think, went first, and she was the first in
Yes,
this turn,
she
so
does
she
go
had it.
first.
Then me, then you.
Well, actually,
I would-
what are each of you trying to do? Because if you're trying to oppose someone, I'm gonna oppose you with that person, and not have an initiative for everything.
Okay, well, I guess Trevor would try to go to audience. Well, at least where the orb is. I don't know where it rolled to after he threw it down and smashed it, but try and pick it up and run back to the other room and say, "More's coming. We can talk about this later."
Yes,
I
just
would
pull-
just push him away and get to the orb. to
Okay, so
destroy
they're
it.
like wrestling.
Yeah, because I am at E3. She's at
I'm at
F3.
F3.
I don't know where audience is.
So basically,
I'm
you're
next to
playing
the
football with this. So Valtteri is trying to
Yeah,
tackle
pretty
Trevor.
much.
Trevor is trying to pick up the ball and run, and audience is inhaling to throw a breath. So I'm gonna say,
Right.
I'm gonna
That's
oppose
great.
Trevor and Valtteri. So it's a
Okay.
tackle. Trevor, you have choice between strength and dexterity, and Valtteri, it's strength.
Okay, let me look at my stats. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to be Dex. Yeah, I'm 9 strength, -1. So that's kind of. Well, no, actually. That's a.
19.
So Trevor, you have to beat 19.
Actually, I got 19, so 18 plus 1. So yeah, 19. Do we need to roll again?
I guess, yeah.
Flash.
Well, hold on. Let me see what Val's Dex mod is.
I rolled an
Technically,
18 plus 1, so 19.
That's same as
If we're
me.
using the
That's
same
same as
rules,
me.
if we're using the same rules as combat, the person who's initiated the attack usually
I
beats the
initiated it.
person defending. But I don't know if we're using the same rules as normal combat.
I have to say yes, because Valtteri is tackling Trevor, so she is attacking him. So she does manage to tackle you just as you touch the orb on the ground, and it just rolls off the tip of your fingers.
Coming, guys.
Do I have enough to like slap it away like 10 or 15 feet?
No,
You know?
fingers.
You
Thingies.
please do. I'm gonna breath attack it, and that's 30 feet. So it's not gonna.
Yeah.
I want it further from us.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Don't hit it towards me.
All right, so audience, you get a clear shot at breath,
Okay.
damaging this.
So that. So I guess that's a DC 12 dex save for the orb. I don't even know what that means. This orb has a dex.
All right, okay, I'm gonna roll and see. Yeah, it hits.
Okay, so it takes 2d6 lightning damage. So I think it's gonna break.
The orb has to make
Most
a dent.
likely.
Yeah.
Okay,
Unless
so
you
that's
roll low.
11 lightning damage.
Yes, it does break.
Damn.
Yes.
It only had 9 hit points left. So,
Oh, okay, that was close.
so
Ah.
Trevor, as you get tackled by Valtteri, you watch the orb roll around. At the same time, you see a horde of goblins trying to make their way inside the room where you are. They're just piling in and starting to ding, and you see audience inhale and throw his breath on the orb, and you see the orb shatters in millions of small pieces.
I stealth. I'm hiding from everyone.
Yep.
It feels like a pooping reaction.
Toby's like, fuck this shit. I'm out.
There is a moment
Well, the-
of stillness, and then suddenly
entrance
you
is
feel something rumbling all around you. It rumbles louder and louder and louder, and suddenly you see bits of rock from the ceiling starting to fall, and then you see it just peel off, and you see this army of vine getting inside, starting to
There you go.
cover everything around you. And just as one hits one of the goblin coming in, you hear this scream coming from outside, and you see a huge root coming inside of this place, hitting the ground, splitting in 5, and all of them go toward the entrance. And you hear goblins screaming, getting dismembered. You just see a splash of blood inside of the entrance where you are. And when everything dies down, you see the root starting to recede, getting out. Just above you, the roof of this burrow has been completely opened. You see the tree elemental there. And all you can see from the passage is blood from ceiling to floor and on the walls. It's just blood, 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 and blood.
I don't think the goblin I knocked out made it.
I
Probably
quickly
not.
stand up and say, like, where's the acorn, and look around.
So I
Toby's
rolled.
still just hiding in a corner.
I rolled a
If he's-
20. I rolled a 24 for my stealth check, so they have to look
Yeah.
for me.
But you would hear me asking, where's the acorn?
Do
So.
you come out of stealth now that you know it's the tree elemental?
I'm still kind of in shock for a second.
Audience just gives the tree elemental like a nod of respect, just like game respects game. Like
Trevor's like, just why did you destroy it? We might have been able to use it to our advantage of some sorts, you know.
Fuck
It's
you,
like
that
he's not
shit
even
was
worried
simple.
about the acorn. He's like,
I'm gonna let them have their conversation. I'm not gonna get involved in that.
I just get off of him and step over him and try to look for the acorn.
Oh, you're not even gonna have a conversation.
No.
I'm just mad at him.
Audience is just gonna point at the tree elemental, then all the dead goblins would just be like, that's why we destroy it. Like, it's pretty obvious.
Trevor will say, we could have just taken it out of the area where they could have had, where the elemental could have had the area. I just wanted to study it for a little while to see if it could have been beneficial to us.
I'm gonna point
That's
at
all
the,
I
I'm gonna-
was wanting.
I'm gonna point at the shattered piece and be like, well, there it is. You can study it.
That piece of thing was evil as fuck. No, so thanks.
All right.
Once I
So,
would, I'll go ahead.
well, I was just gonna say we're extremely overtimed.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna have this discussion next time.
Okay.
We're
Right.
gonna start exactly from where we are right now. So, and if you want to adjust your characters, this fight brought you over the experience threshold. So you all leveled to level 3. And I can guarantee you're going to have time to rest before.
Okay.
So, Unless you
All right.
really start doing something excessively stupid, you all have time
No,
to rest.
just- Me and Val will probably just have a big argument, but that'll probably be about the extent of it.
All right. So you all level up, and this is where we're going to end the stream.
Ah,
All right. So everyone, sorry for
Deflect
all
missile,
the
deflect
technical
missile.
difficulty we had. At least we had a nice fight to compensate for this. So we're all going to see you back on next Wednesday, sorry. And again, if you like the show, if you want it to keep on going, give us a sign that you like it. Follow us, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. And if you want to make sure that I get enough money to make better maps, I would very much appreciate donations. But just following us is already something which would help us, at least me, morally, very much. So, see you all next Wednesday. Have a nice week, and I hope you also had a very nice holiday.
I have second level spells.
yep. Same here. Yeah.
I
It's
can
like missile.
cast 4 level 1 spells and 2 level 2 spells.
All right.
I finally got my mind.
See you all next Wednesday.
Stay with
everyone.
me.
Bye.